Welcome to Illinois. And here is our exit. For the Loves, right over there. I have stayed at this Loves quite a few times. I've stayed at the TA a handful of times, but I'm not too big on staying at that TA. You get there too late and there's like 50 reserved spots open, but then everybody else is just parked everywhere around it and it's just a nightmare. Oh, this windshield. Oh man, I can't wait to get this thing cleaned here. Same with my mirrors. Man, all nasty. Can't hardly see. This is a decent Loves. I mean, the Arby's, I've eaten from there a couple of times, and I don't know. The people that work there just don't seem to really care too much. I get it. You work Arby's at a truck stop. Of course, I don't know. Do they actually work for Arby's or do they work for Loves? I can't tell. I'm not sure. Oh well. All right. Let's get in on here now and we'll get some juice. Get some juice to keep on moving. Always try to dim my lights going through a truck stop like this. I can't shut them off because I'm driving, but I can dim them down to where it's just like marker lights almost. Come on now, hop on out. No worries, mate, come on out. No, you're gonna wait? All right. Thank you, sir, appreciate it. All right. Come on. Gentlemen, that was a bunch of empty buckets there at Loves. Not a single bucket through that entire fuel island was filled enough to where you could use a squeegee on your windshield or mirrors. They all were empty and just like tipped over, and the squeegees just laying everywhere. Oh man. So I used my glass cleaner on my mirrors, that kind of helped. So, yeah. What are you gonna do? You win some, you lose some, right? All right, well, let's hit the road. load. It's a heavy one. Every bit of 42,000 pounds. Swinging around here without catching that big old pothole on the left and the right. Now I need both lanes to turn right out of here. I don't have a choice. Well, I hooked up to this one as quietly as possible because there was a guy that was parked next to it. He was sleeping, so I didn't want to, you know, make a whole bunch of noise or anything. So I hooked up as quietly as I possibly could, and it worked out. There was no movement that I heard of, so I think we're good. So the last thing I want to do is wake somebody up. I hate to cut people off like this, but sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do. All right, Everest, we got some weight now. Let's go. This load's going up to Ingleside, Illinois. Should be a good trip. I'm about 75 miles away from there. And they did send me my next load that picks up today in Pleasant Prairie. And it's going, you guessed it, back out to Allentown, Pennsylvania. I can really hug this line here. It's kind of tight through there. Oh, there's Jeff. What's up, driver? It's the following morning now. The last thing that you've seen was me backing into the dock, and the camera had an update that it needed to do, so I don't have any more footage after that. I apologize that everything's gone. I don't understand why the camera waits until a certain point to have issues, but I didn't get anything else after trying to back in there. That ended up being a blindside back, because I was trying to go in sight side, but there was a box truck in the dock next to it, and there's a cement wall on the other side, and there was a like a straight truck on the road, and he had a whole bunch of like big 50-gallon drums on there, and like he had them strapped in the trailer, and he was unstrapping them, and he was going to be there for a little bit, and this guy was waiting for me to get in the dock, so I had to go spin around and come in, and I had to blindside in, which, for those of you non-truck drivers, blindside, that means I'm backing in from the passenger side and not the driver's side. And those of you who are truck drivers know small little street. But I got it in there, not in one shot. Oh, believe me, I had to pull up several times. I had to get out and look several times. I'm not ashamed of it. But it was definitely one of the hardest backs I've had in a while. And I got a little frustrated after that, because I'm so used to being able to sight side in everywhere, and it's just easy. It's what I'm used to, and you know, you get thrown that curveball sometimes. You know, it just, you got to be mindful of that, and you know, it worked out though, regardless. So it is the following morning, local time right now in Indiana. Here it is 3:20 a.m. I'm on my way home. I delivered that load, and I went up to Pleasant Prairie, and I got the next load. And I went back down through Chicago and back into Indiana on the toll road. I parked, took my 10 hours off. I got up around, let's see, it was midnight Indiana time, 1 a.m. home time, and now I'm on my way home. And I'm gonna sit on this load for a couple days until next year, really. And then I'll run this out to Allentown. So it'll be good. And then I got a load coming out of Allentown, and that's taking me back into Ohio. But once the holidays are over, we'll be back into having hopefully a couple videos every week. It's just right now it's been all over the place because I've been taking a little extra home time. You know, I go out for a couple of days, go home for a couple of days. But all of that's pretty much ending now, which is good and bad. It's good because now I can get back into, you know, putting in the miles and, you know, running hard every single day. But then it's bad because I do enjoy the extra home time. And, you know, when you run as an owner-operator, you pretty much, at least with this company, I can pretty much make my own schedule. If I want home time, I just send a message saying, hey, I want to be home on these days, and I'm home. In my service area, I'm close to home, you know, pretty much any given time. And I can tell them I'll go out when I'm ready. I'll let you know when I want to go back out, or, you know, I'll tell them I want to be home these 3-4 days. And they always say, well, you're an owner-operator. You take as much time as you want. They don't care. So it works. Definitely works. But I'm going to keep running this home. You're not going to be able to see anything because it's overnight here, and it'll be dark. But I do apologize for the malfunction here and not being able to have all the footage. But like I said, we're going to get back into the swing of things where we have multiple videos every single week. It's just getting back into that groove, getting back into the filming and having the time to edit videos. And you know, sometimes when I go home, I'll edit a video and then get it uploaded. But that can take, I could work on one video and have it edited in, you know, in an hour and a half, or I could work on one video for several days. It just depends on the time I have and how much editing I want to put into it. Because I have to go through every second of every video and figure out how I'm going to do it all, and you know, what looks good, what doesn't look good, what I'm keeping, what I'm not keeping. You know, I may start out with an hour and a half worth of footage, and you try to narrow that all the way down into like a, you know, let's just say a 10 to 15 minute video. It takes a while to do it. but it's all right. It's just the nature of the job. I enjoy it. I really do. I've been making videos for years. So that's that. So I'm going to keep on heading home here. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like these videos. Leave me a comment. I enjoy hearing from every single person, every comment that comes in. I enjoy reading them and responding to them. And I really appreciate all the positive comments that I get. It's really nice to have that extra support. So with that being said, y'all have a great day. Have a happy new year, which by the time you see this, it might already be the new year. But have a great day and have a great hike.